What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on Tyler Motte of the United States National Team Development Program and one of the top Americans eligible for the 2013 NHL entry draft. Slipped a little bit from the beginning of the season to mid-season. He's ranked, let me get this out, 108th among North American skaters by according to Central Scouting, so he's probably going to be, a 5th or 6th round pick. But you're getting a pretty talented player bound for the University of Michigan. His physical talent is what gets him offense. His hockey IQ really isn't as high as you'd like to see from a guy on the U.S. development team bound for a program like Michigan. But Michigan's got a pretty good freshman class incoming with him, Evan Allen, a couple other guys off the development team, and they had a great freshman class this year. I mean, they started off awful, but they're a win away from the NCAA tournament right now. So Berenson, knows what he's doing. Bottom line. But this year, the development team has 11 points in 21 games, had 41 points in 53 games with the development team last year, and then 28 points in 36 games with their USHL portion of their schedule, and then 2 goals in 2 USHL playoff games. And then before that, had 36 points in 33 games with the elite honey-baked U16 team. So, he's been a pure offensive scorer everywhere he's gone. The bottom line, the big question, not bottom line, is going to be, can he translate that at the University of Michigan right away? If he's put in the third or fourth line as a freshman, how is he going to handle not playing with the most skilled players on the team? Can he handle a checking role and then gradually grow into a bigger role, or does he have to be a top 6 forward to be effective? This is the thing with a lot of scorers, and I talked to this with a lot of junior scorers too. But going from the development team, playing against guys, I understand the USHL, there are guys that are 20, 21, and they're 5th-year juniors, but going against NCAA competition where the guys have a higher hockey IQ, have more time in the weight room, and are tougher to play against on a night in, night out basis. And points are harder to come by at the college level as opposed to the USHL level and at the the midget level. So I think that's going to be a big adjustment period for him, and I think that's going to be where you're going to figure out what he's made of. And I definitely take a flyer on him in the 5th or 6th round. He's undersized at 5'9", I think 170 pounds, and yeah, they still think if you max out at 5'10", 175, 180 pounds, maybe that that's you can overcome that. Size it's a number. I think if you have the high, if you're devoted enough to the game, you can overcome that adversity. So enough guys have done it, but I don't think that's the biggest thing working against him. I just think he needs to improve his hockey acumen. If when I've seen him, sometimes he's kind of not involved with the play, and you'd like to see him become more of an active player out there. Get the puck more and, lead to more scoring chances and gradually more offensive numbers, But I think he's going to be good. I'm really curious to see what he does next year in Michigan. They've got one of the best programs in terms of winning and developing, NHL caliber talent, and I think he could be the next in line. Anyway, talking this episode of the Power Play with CJ, Prospect Profiles on Tyler Motte of the U.S. National Team Development Program. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.